Uh, Very good evening, one and all present today, all the attendees. So it's our proud privilege to start this Technology Week webinar series for the benefit of all the members of the profession. And we are very privileged to have with us CA Manu Agrawal sir, Central Council member and the chairman of the uh, Digital Accounting and the Assurance Board, DAAB. Would like to tell everybody that under the leadership of sir, that digital accounting and assurance board is doing wonderful, and the greater benefit are receiving by all the members, and particularly during this lockdown period. So we are very grateful to you, sir, for the DABB initiative, all the initiative. Thank you so much, sir. We have a Dinesh Jain sir is with us. We welcome sir, Secretary CIRC, and Prakash Sharma sir also will join in some time. We have Himanshu Oswal ji, founder MyTask, a government recognized startup for the office management for basically practicing chartered accountant. We have a Jai Savla also from Firmway. We have a CA Vaibhav Mandana ji, a partner at Finance Lookup. We will all see in the time to come. So first, we would like to request CA Manu Agrawal sir to inaugurate our this series of Technology Week and the benefit of the technology in the profession. Why our profession need more technology and its importance for the profession. So over to you, Manu sir.
Thank you, Viragji. A very good afternoon to you. Very good afternoon to all the panelists and all the attendees of this webinar. I'm really pleased to join in the inaugural function of this webinar. Well, I got a phone call a few days back from Viragji, and I was in the initial stages a bit apprehensive of attending a program organized by a private body or some body like the CEO Connect Easy. But well, when he asked me, and just 2-3 phone calls, and I inquired about this organization, I was very pleased and came to know of the great work which this organization is doing. I would like to congratulate Virag Bhai on doing such good work on holding these webinars for the benefit of the CA fraternity at large. This Technology Week, basically, as I understand it, comes with an opportunity to a number of upcoming products, new products, and probably also some established products where they can showcase their products to the members. Once this showcasing is done, I think all the members are free to choose whatever product they feel like, whether it is useful or not. So it is indeed something which is a great service to both the chartered accountant fraternity and to the companies who are given the opportunity. And as I can understand it, most of the products are also developed by chartered accountants. So the opportunity being provided on both sides is to chartered accountants. If chartered accountants can get a platform to showcase their products, it is very good for them. Well, friends, just to also add a few things. Well, technology, as we all know, is very important. This is what is being said throughout the length and breadth of the country, and especially in this COVID period, we did not require anything to prove it. This COVID has really acted as a catalyst for all the technology companies and for the members to learn, for the technology companies to develop their products, to be able to market, and for the individual chartered accountants to understand the benefits, the uses of technology, and how it can be applied. I can only state that, well, say about 3 months back, if somebody had asked you to attend a webinar, a Zoom meeting, or a GoTo meeting, or any of the platforms available, it would have been something which everybody would have shied away from and said, who will go, why, what, etc., etc. But now, irrespective of the age, whether it's a small kid who's attending school, or it's a 70-year-old person who's just attending the webinar, or who's just joining in to hook up with his family, to play evening games, etc. Everybody knows about all these social platforms. Today, I keep on going to various webinars, and every time I find a new platform. So that's the beauty. And they're so easy to operate. If you ask me which is the best platform, again, I don't have the answer. Every platform has its pluses and minuses. Similarly, with this, like this, there are a number of products available in the market related. We at the Digital Accounting and Assurance Board of the Institute are basically trying to educate the members, trying to tell the members about technology, about the importance of technology. On our side, we obviously do not recommend any particular. The other thing is we have come out with a very beautiful document. Well, since the institute has come out, probably I'll be a bit more passionate and say it's a beautiful document. Well, everybody has to judge it on its merit. It's basically an evaluation model wherein you can evaluate where your firm stands on a digital platform. The institute has basically prepared a questionnaire, some 167 odd questions, divided the questionnaire into sections of those who are into audit, those who are into consultancy, those who are into taxation, or whatever mode of practice you're doing. To answer those questions, you get a score, and you can understand where you stand on the digital. The best part of that document is once you've evaluated for your firm and you want to know what is the next step or how do I go to the next level, it comes with a full-fledged implementation guide. The implementation guide tells you in detail the various products available, the various methods available for you to reach the desired competency. So this is one of its kind document which is being basically applauded by people across the world. The DCMM1, the first version which we had come up with, was adopted by European Federation of Accountants and Auditors, all the SAFA countries. This model is also going to follow suit and probably would be adopted by all those countries and many. So this is a wonderful document available on the website of the Institute. You can go and understand what the Institute thinks about the competency of firms, where should you be and where you actually are. You do not have to post the scores to anybody. It is a self-evaluation. The other thing at the Institute which we are doing is we are holding various short duration courses, 5-day courses on 5-day, 3 hours daily courses on advanced uses of Excel, on Power BI, on CAT tools, and on a refresher course on information system. These are small modules, 5 hours at convenient times. So I urge all the members to join these courses and basically get a feel of what these products really are or what these tools are capable of. It is not always necessary that the person joining should be the person who is doing work. You as the owner of your organization should join to be able to understand what can be done by technology. Once you understand, you may not be doing it yourself, but you will at least understand how things can be done and what are the capabilities of these products. One other thing which I would like to say here is, we have so many products which are going to be showcased over the next week by this August organization. And one other thing, this also shows the opportunity in information technology. Any chartered accountant for that matter, young or old, age is no bar, who has an idea, who has something unique in his mind, who has something new in his mind, may not be unique, but has some idea. Ties up with a technology guy, can come up with a, okay, it's not easy to sell a product, it's not easy to maintain a product, but it is never easy to do anything related to entrepreneurship. You have to do it the hard way, but it is a big opportunity. I can only tell you this, that apart from your practice, this is another area where people can venture. All you require is a good idea and knowing the right type of thing. There are so many startups which are coming in. All those startups, okay, every startup will not succeed, but at least they've got an idea, brought up a product and tried it. So that is something which all of those who are young, who would like to do it, can basically enter into this. Well, some of the other initiatives which the Digital Accounting and Assurance Board is taking is holding of some courses on blockchain technology also, which today may be a bit far-fetched, maybe something which is not so prevalent, but in times to come may become very relevant and may has the potential of changing the whole way that auditors would function. It is said to be a very, very secure platform, and it is said to be a triple accounting system. We have heard of single accounting system. We somehow managed to come to double accounting system. But this is a triple accounting system where the third entry is a verification entry. Once it is verified by the third party, then the chances of mistake or the chances of altering that are totally gone. So this is the potential of that language, a bit costly at the moment, so not being adopted at all places, and a bit, but the institute has taken its part, is trying to educate all the members, trying to do whatever it takes to percolate the knowledge amongst members. We've come out with various wonderful publications also, and through the digital learning hub, you can basically access a lot of recent publications, a lot of things from the digital and combination. I'm also glad to inform you that the digital learning hub, where all the is hosted, has clocked more than 51 lakh hours in this COVID period. And the best part is that more than 50% of those hours have been clocked by the technology products. In spite of bank audit also being one, still we are by far technology is the field in which the digital learning hub is really being hit and has clocked those many hours. Another thing which I would like to state is that previously the conferences or the webinars or the seminars of the institute used to have either GST or income tax or companies law accounting standards. Without this, hardly a chartered accountant. But today we are hosting programs like ABCD of technology, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cybersecurity, data analytics. Not even a single topic related to any law or GST or income tax or company, but still we are getting houseful attendance. So that is the power of digitization. And one last thing which I would like to say is that a World Economic Forum survey says that whatever can be automated, whatever is repetitive in nature will be automated. Anything and everything which is repetitive will be done by machines in future. And the chances or the percentage which they put of accounting and auditing being in that list is as high as 96%. So 96% are the chances of that accounting would be done by machines, auditing would be done by machines. So when that comes, the role of an accountant or a chartered accountant will have to change drastically. It is not that it will be eliminated, but it will require a big change. So with this, I urge all of you to attend all these types of seminars, to ride the change, not wait for the change to overtake us. And I wish the organizers of this program, the CEO of the Connect Easy, Virag Shah, lots of success in his venture, and I wish this venture a lot of success. Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for joining and sparing your time despite of your busy schedule. We are very thankful to you, and your words of wisdom and whatever you told, sir, regarding startups and technology will really help all the chartered accountants and all the attendees of this webinar. So we are very thankful to you once again, sir. Thank you so much. Now
It's
I would
a pleasure, Virag bhai. It's a pleasure, and I would love to come someday for a larger session and really talk with all you people about technology. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thanks a lot once
thank
again.
you, sir. Thank you. So now would like to request Mukesh bhai. We have a, I think we don't have now Dinesh Jain sir is, I think, some technical error. He left the session. So I think now we can.
Virag bhai, may I leave? May I take your leave?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
sir, yes, sir,
Okay.
yes,
Thank you. Thanks a
thank
lot.
you, sir.
Thanks
Thank
to
you so
all the
much.
attendees.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So now I think
Hello.
I can. Yes, Mukesh bhai.
Yeah, Virag bhai, I think we can directly move to the session now.
Yes,
as
yes,
I
yes.
can't, right? Yes.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
so
We
let's
can request Himanshu first.
yeah.
Himanshu to start the first session.
Virak bhai, I just request you to, yeah. So my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah, one second. Okay, so before we just start my presentation, I would just like to tell you a little bit about what is the office management and what problems are the chartered accountants in practice or the other professionals face in the office. So I just have a 1-minute concept video that will just take you through the what is the concept is, and then I'll go to my presentation to start forward. Okay. So that was just a small clip explaining you what 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 the problems normally the CA in practice normally face. So the main important question that comes to all of us is identifying the problems. I mean, the what are the actual problems that we face to manage our practice. So what we'll do is we'll just understand the problem with some data to come across the exact problems that a working professional face. Now, suppose you are a CA firm with 10 members consisting of 2 CA partners, 2 paid staff, 5 articles, and 1 office boy. Now, we'll just see on our screen that these are the different services which are normally a CA offer to their clients. So if I just talk about this GST related services, suppose there are 100 clients and the frequency is you file GST or 3B every month. So there are about 1200 services that you have to do every 1200 services you have to do in a year. So these are the list of different services: GSTR 3B, 1 monthly, 1 quarterly, 4, 9 annual, GST audit, consultancies, then income tax related services practicing professional gives, like income tax return filing, tax audit, TDS return filing, income tax, those things, scrutiny assessments, companies related services. So if I just compile up of the workload of a practicing professional who has a staff of say 10 persons, his total number of tasks comes to 4,000. So 4,000 is a big number. Yeah, this will just see, because there are many issues that comes with these with the services that we are providing. Those are like how we are tracking the status of work, how we are doing the things. So we'll just try to analyze what are the problems that that comes when we are providing the service to our client. Okay, so there are basically 10 management problems. So there are basically 10 management questions that comes in every CA's mind. So these questions are: Yeah. So first question that comes in every professional mind is how is he keeping detailed tracking of all his running services? A CA provides many kind of services, so and each service has a specific deadline. So how is he keeping a detailed track of all his services? Then the next question that comes to his mind is how he would know that which staff is working on what service, because many times what happens is our staff provides many service, staff is working on multiple assignments. So at a time which staff is working on what services, what are the jobs of which he has to do in priority is really important. Then the third question that comes is he able to complete all jobs within its legal due date considering its penal provision? Because every service that a CA provides now normally has the penalty or the interest associated with the service. So it is really important that we provide the services on time. So if he is not able to complete certain jobs due to pending information at client's end, is he or his staff has informed such matter to the client? Because client normally comes at the last moment and he might say to you, say you that I provided all the information, nothing is pending at my end. So but you are a CA, you are handling all multiple assignments, you should be making sure that you provide all the information which is pending at the client and you notify to the client. Then the fifth question that comes to his mind is he able to determine cost of each service? I mean, determining the cost is important because at the end of the day, he has to, he is working for his own profitability. Then the next question come in his mind is he able to bill all his completed services? Because many times what happens is he is providing a lot of services to the clients, and at many times he just forgets to bill this to bill the service to the client, and in the end he loses the revenues. Then the seventh question that comes to a CA's mind is he able to timely collect its dues? I mean, because collection of dues is a very painful problem that we have in our practice, is that many times the collection comes after 1 year or maybe say 7-8 months. So if we are timely able to collect our dues, that is really important. So then the eighth question comes: has he billed all of out of pocket expenses incurred on behalf of the client, so that when he is delivering the services invoice to the client, he can tell that okay, these are the invoices which you have to bill, these are the expenses which you have to bill to the client, which you have incurred from your own pocket. Then ninth point comes: does his staff is able to generate required output at limited time with first priority on his focused jobs? I mean, the priority jobs has to be done prominently first, and then the other jobs has to be done. So is he able to generate the required staff output? And the last question that comes in CA's mind is, in case anything happened, does he have required evidences to convince client that he has done his job with best of his efforts? Because many times the GST portal doesn't work, or many technical problems comes when we are working with it. So these are the basic 10 management questions that comes in every CA's mind. Now we'll look at how we can control what is, I mean, the cycle of process management in any CA firm is like, first of all he receives the papers, he enter in invert register, and then he creates the task. Then he'll get many work reports and staff related report through unique dashboards. From that he can track the status of the work. So once he is done with the completion of the work, he can generate the invoice of the task and send email of invoice and view the list of his unbilled task. Then he can monitor the outstanding bills and dues through financial dashboard, unique financial dashboard. Then we also have an auto follow-up mechanism to collect the outstanding dues from client, because many times what happens is the client are usually paying late to the CA professional firms, and CA feels little hesitated to tell to the client, or rather asking the client for the fees. So we have here a mechanism wherein system will automatically follow up the dues from the client, and then then ultimately you can collect the payment and generate the receipt of your invoice against the invoice. Now we'll see there are basically four automation that we have done in the MyTask. One is auto task creation, because there are two kinds of services CA normally provides. One is recurring services and another is non-recurring services. Recurring services are like the GST, TDS returns. So these are kind of recurring services that you have to do for fixed number of clients every month or every quarter. And then the other thing is the non-recurring services. So those services are non-recurring services are those services like which you do it one time in a year. For example, the tax audit or the company audit. So we have and so that to ease up the to ease up the professional from this task creation process, we have automated the auto task creation. So basically the task is basically simply, every service that a CA provides. We have just seen in our data that there are 4,000 services that a CA provides. So each service you need to create a separate task for it. Okay, so task creation is basically a separate unique identity of each service which user has to create. Then we also have an auto task assignment. So if you fix that, okay, so these 10 files are to be done by my X staff and these 10 to 20 files are to be done by my Y staff, you don't have to assign those tasks to anyone. System will automatically assign. Then we also have an unique module of auto billing of the task. What MyTask does is it will analyze your past previous bills, and based on the history of your analysis of your invoices, it will generate and draft auto billing of data. So you can simply review those data and see it. This will see it after little later when we are going into the software to see the major reports. Then we also then as I mentioned that we also have an auto follow-up mechanism wherein system will automatically follow up for the outstanding dues through the SMS, because this we have observed from our own experience and from our clients that at least we have improved our recovery by 30 to 40% just using this auto SMS tool. Because client is taking you service day often, every day is taking you the service, and if he gets an SMS that he has to pay his dues, so 1 or 2 times he might ignore, but third or fourth time when he comes to your office, he has the things in mind that he need to pay the fees. Then only I mean, it's kind of a mental thing wherein you chase the, because what happens is whenever we are following up with anything, this is just a part of a management. So if we are following up on anything, things does get quickly done. So this is one mechanism where MyTask automatically follows up for the outstanding dues from your client. Now the next part that we'll see is we have tailored the 8 modules. I mean, that is very unique in our CA practice, and it has been tailored in line with the professionals, like in line with the how we work in day-to-day activities. So it has been tailored as per the exact needs of the CA. So it covers, so first module is staff work and office management. Second module is invoicing and financial management. Third is timesheet and cost management. Fourth module is SMS and email integration. Fifth module is digital signature management. Then we have leave management to track the leaves taken by the staff. And then the expenses management also we have to track the expenses incurred by the staff or maybe the CA to provide the service when they are going on audit or any kind of other expenses. Then we have the inward and outward document management to keep a track of all those documents that are coming into the office and moving out of the office. Then the next part is like we have 5 focus areas in MyTask. I mean, these are the 5 problems which we focus on to provide the solution. One is work management. Second is all your financial invoicing, collection, debtors, all those management. Staff management to your staff, your resources are properly utilized and they are properly doing the work, and what is their efficiency to track those. Communication management, so because many often we keep calling clients, then we have a communication management through we have tools of SMS and email through which you can send an SMS or email to the client and keep a log of it, so that at later stage you can tell to the clients, okay, so that these are my communications with you. Then we have the document management. You can store the documents, you can create your audit observations, all at a particular task. So now what we'll do is we'll just look at to the some of the quick features of the MyTask, so that you have a little idea of how the software functions. So the first screen that comes over here is the user dashboard. Okay, so this I'll tell you a little later. So basically it displays all the data that a user has to look to complete the jobs in time. So these are the left icons which you are seeing. These are the different modules of the MyTask. This is task management, this is SMS and email management, this is billing and financial management, This is timesheet and cost management. In this multiple tool, we have 4 different modules. One is to notice board module to keep a track of non-client related general administrative work in office. Then we have leave management into it. Then we also have digital signature register to keep a track of digital signatures expiring or expired, or the passwords of the token, giving, receiving long. This I'll tell you a little later. And then the expenses management to keep a track of expenses that we incur for our on behalf of our client. Then we have this attachment module. Then we have this document module. So document is basically you can create it's kind of a Word tool wherein you can create all the documents online on the web MyTask, and then you can view it. And these are the settings panels to configure many things into the MyTask. Then we have reporting. There are many reports from the wide different angles to cover a wide variety of reports that you should be knowing about the MyTask. And then we have this inward register to keep a track of inward and outward register to keep a track of documents coming in and going out from office. So what now here we'll do is we'll just create one task, and we'll just explain you how the software works and with regards to the actual working conditions in our office. So what we do is so these are the services. Like this is customizable. You can customize all those services at your own. But we have created different segments because this is the demo account, so we have created different services into it. So what we do is we import all your client data using this import masters. You just need to give us the Excel file and we import all your client data into it. Then we create all your services into the software, whichever services you provide. We create all those services for you, and then we ultimately go for the task creation. So like for example, today a client has come to for the audit. So what I'll do I'll go to my all office inward register. I'll just click on this add new, and I'll create one new inward entry. For example, so there is client of say home industries has come to me. So what it has done, for example, I have to he has given me some physical documents for the information of work and say digital signature for the purpose of say tax audit. So for the financial year 1920, and I received it from Mr. Lokesh. So he has given me like for example tally backup. So is it returnable or not returnable? I'll just choose yes or no. Backup is non-returnable. So other things he has given me is like audit files. So is it returnable? I'll just choose yes. So it is returnable. So like this way you can prepare the different list of items that the client has given to you, and I'll just click on I'll just create new task so that we understand it how it works. So I'm doing for this client, I'm doing the auditing as well as the accounting. So the different fields are automatically populated. I'll just choose I'm doing this only auditing with it. So I can, the task leader is Himanshu, task manager is Kshitij, primary assign user. Suppose I just choose it Anu, and I can add the different multiple team members also. For example, I add Vijay, and then I add again then like Omkar Devkar to my team member for the financial year 1920, and I'm starting is today, and I'm expected to complete it by 26th of August. So there it is, and I can also enter the fees amount. Suppose I have agreed for the 50,000 fees over here, I can enter over here, and I can also import the different detailed to-do lists. This I'll show you little while. So that this is basically to-do list is basically when you are doing audit there are multiple things which you take care of. This I'll just show you a little while how we work onto this. So what I've done is I've created the task. I've listed all the documents which I've received from the clients, and then I'll just click on this link and finish process. Now I've just created one task. Now I'll show you. So I'll just show you what are the different options available within a task. So this is the task which we have created. We'll go to that task, and there are different things that we can do within the task. So I'll just explain you those options one by one, that what are the options available within the task, so that when you are working on any particular task, you can know that how so that you know how you can do it. So like first thing is these are the different tabs available within uh, within our particular task. So this first tab is our milestones tab. So these are the different stages. This is also customizable. You can define all the different stages of a particular task. you can define different stages that a task pass through. Then while working, if you come across, you can simply add a pending issue, like the text payment is pending. You can simply click on and raise a pending issue that something is pending at the client end or maybe within your office. So then we whenever a particular staff works on it, so he just need to put a tick mark over here that he has completed this part, or all, or whichever part he has completed. So it will automatically pick up the completion date and those all things. So then you also can add the filing information. So like whenever we are doing the audit, we can store the acknowledgement number, date of filing, all those things over here. Then any of your partner, like who is your signing partner, which under which firm you are signing it, what is your UD number, what is the certificate name, and all those things you also can save over here. Then you can also you can also post comments over here, that what all comments you need to post for a particular job, so that whenever you post a comment, all the users get notified that some comment is posted into it. Then the next part comes over here is the to-do list. So I just when I was creating the task, I imported a to-do list. So this kind of to-do list you can create for each task. So this is just a milestone, like what this is the phased wise manner. Once you receive the information, then you finalize account, then you prepare 3CB 3CD. This is milestone, and this is to-do list is internal. When you are doing the auditing, you can you need to do many things into when you are doing the audit. So you can prepare those to-do list and you can tick mark over here, so that you can keep a detailed track of in a particular audit what has been done and what has not been done. Then this is the assignment tab. You can change the assignment and all those other team members, you can add or remove them. Then we have this SMS. You can also send SMS directly from here to the client. So it is automatically picking up the contact number, the accountant contact number and everything over here. So you just need to choose and click on add contact, and then it will shoot an SMS to it. Moreover, it will also save the log of the SMS, so that in future date, if you want to tell the client that, suppose the client comes and tells you that I was not informed, so he can do it from it. So then there are many you can also attach the documents. This document creation is simply you can create the document to audit observation, those kind of things you can create over here. Then you can also agreed fees what you have saved will come over here, and as the staff post their time, it will automatically calculate its costing. Then it will also show you the net outstanding amount pertaining to this thing. Then you can also send an email from the same task itself, so that you have the record of that. These are certain points for consideration for the client, so you can directly send it from here as well. So these are the different so this particular page we call it as task, and this is kind of a physical file that you have in Office, so you can keep a detailed information with regard to a particular task in that service category. So now we'll see the how we'll get the reporting of it. So for the information purpose, I'll just open this monthly 3B task type dashboard. So what information it gives me is basically, if you're seeing this dashboard, so we have more than 16 to 17 reports within it. It will give you the complete picture of your monthly 3B. So for example, if you want to know that for financial year 2021, for each month, how many tasks are pending completed, overall how many tasks are pending, how many tasks are there with no issues, how many tasks are there with some pending issue, how many tasks are kept on hold due to some of the other reason. And then you suppose you want to remind the clients that these are 195 tasks which you have not started. Now you want to remind the client that you need to provide us the information, because many times we have observed in like GST 3B, most of the clients do turn up in the last 3 to 4 days. So we have an also SMS mechanism where you can search the task not started. I mean, these are the clients who has not provided you the information. You can directly send an SMS from this page, so the system will automatically pick up the SMS language that, dear client, your this thing is not done. Then the next part that we have in this task type dashboard is you'll have all the list of pending issues that you have against each this thing. You're also getting the phase wise check wise pending tasks against each this thing, so you know that exact how many tasks are there in your preparation, checking, and this thing. Then for example, you want to know for this GSTR 3B, two tasks are pending. So one is in information receiving and another in submission. So you can click on one, so which is that client. So this is the client which is in submission. It has some pending issues, so you can click on it, and you know it will, system will show you all those pending issue. Then the another dashboard that we have over here is the report dashboard. So this dashboard is basically to to know that what activities you have done, what is being done in your office, because CAs at times are always busy on the whole day. So if they want to know what has happened in their office for a particular day, they can simply check this report. So this will give me the report of the 3 tasks was completed. So one is company registration, one is pen 10, and one is monthly 3B. Then it will give me the stage wise reporting as well, that okay, so two GST 3B is checked. So once I all the options are clickable, so once I click on it, it will give me a detailed report with regards to it. Then I can also know that okay, what Himanshu has done in a whole week, because this report is specifically important, because many times our staff remains idle. They appear to remain idle, but they are not actually idle. So we can track their work, like what they have done in a particular week. So this is giving me the full list of work that Himanshu has done in a particular week. Then we can also trace out what is the time spent by each particular staff. So for example, on 27 July, he is required to post 8 hours. How he has spent his hours into the billable, non-billable, or maybe on office, on due to some meetings and all those kind of things. So I'm getting this report as well. So if I click on this, I'll get a detailed listing. Like for example, 1 hour Himanshu has posted. So he has posted on compiling of audit report for this client. So this is basically an activity report, which you can review at the end of each day to know what has been done in your office. Then the next important report comes is the consolidated report. For example, I want to know that what is the status of all my pending jobs in my whole office. So I'll just click on this 3611. So there are 3661 tasks pending, and this is the allocation of all my job. So this is the last column I am getting of the total. So if I just click on this total, I'll get the report listing at the bottom along with the pending issues, whatever if I have. So this is just to give you a complete picture of whatever job is pending in your office with regards to the pending task, priority, long due, not started, and with the pending issues. So there are 120 tasks which has some pending issues. So this is the bifurcation of 120 tasks with regards to the different service type and with different allocation between your staff. Then the another report is, suppose you want to know that what work Himanshu and suppose Kshitiz have in hand. So you can just simply choose, and you can choose the role as assigned user, leader, manager, or just choose assigned user, so that I have an idea. So this is the list of the job which Himanshu has in hand, which Kshitiz has in hand. So I can get to know that okay, there's Himanshu is little less occupied because he has little jobs of monthly 3B, and monthly 3B deadline is coming near. So I can prioritize, I can transfer some of the jobs from Kshitiz to Himanshu. So this will give you an idea of the what report we have by different employee wise. Then we also have year work process revenue report. Suppose you want to know, because here we have created different services. Now you want to know what are all across all services, what is the status of all the services of a particular client. So this will give you the idea of all the status of, like Om Industries has some LLP registration, 10 application auditing, and company incorporation. So all the some of are completed, some of are running, and all the jobs are unbilled. Moreover, if you it will also give you outstanding of a particular client. Like for example, if I choose another client, so that I have a little data over here. So like it is giving me the list of like what was my opening net outstanding of this particular time, how much I have billed, how much I've collected, and what is the discount, and what is my outstanding amount, what is the count of my unbilled work. So if I just click on this thing, so it will give me the list of invoices that is outstanding, along with narration for what invoice this is about. And this also gives me the idea of how much unbilled work I have and how much free task I've marked for this client. Then quickly jumping to the financial part, I'll just take you across to this my billing dashboard. I mean, this billing feature is being liked by many of our clients, because in the single, because many of us CA firms do billing in multiple organizations. So this dashboard gives you summary of income across different organizations. How much is your total billing, how much you have collected, how much is your TDS, how much is your discount, what is your net outstanding, what is your aging of your outstanding amounts. Importantly, it also gives you the segment wise revenue. Because it identifies the narration which you have used in a particular bill, and you can create different segments into the MyTask to identify the different segments, and it will help you to evaluate which segment of your business is giving how much revenue to you. So this is segment wise revenue. Then what is your top outstanding clients, and those all details. Then I'll just show you one, because there are many tools in it. So considering the timeline, I'll just quickly go you through only some of the important reports. So for example, I just search by a group name. So group name is basically, what happens is, suppose there's family of 5 person, husband, wife, 2 children, one HUF and a company. So normally there's only one person who coordinate with you for all the informations, for all the filings. That is the only person to whom you deliver the invoices, and from that is the only person from whom you collect the payment. So this is the all detailed report of group wise reports of, say, of Hindu Asatwal is a group. So this is the different organization in which I have done the invoicing. So this for against different services. So I get to know that it's okay. These are my invoicing. This is my collection, and this is my discount. This is my outstanding bills. So this is the list of all my outstanding bills. And then I can also get to know that how much expenses I've incurred for this particular group, which I have to bill to the client. What all clients are there in this particular group, which all services I have provided free of cost, and all the pending tasks, I mean the running services that are there into the MyTask. So this basically covers all the aspect from the client angle. So if you want to, when you are sitting with your client, you can just simply open this report and tell all the details about it. Then quickly going to this timesheet icon. So we have here, we also have a timesheet functions where you can see what is your staff wise utilization against billable hours, non-billables are, which are your profitable tasks, which are your lost tasks, which are your break-even tasks, and then each segment wise profitability also you can calculate. So in company audit, how much you are getting profit, in registrations you are getting how much you are getting different profit. Then going to the next icon, I can just show you that for example, I want to know which of my staffs are on leave. So here I'll get a different leave status of my client, of my staff, these are the different leaves taken by my different staff. I can also grant them compensatory leaves, or even if staff goes on the leave and he does not apply for the leave, you can also post the leave on your behalf. Then we also have here like this digital signature register, wherein you can track what are your DSCs expired, because this is one of the prominent problems in the CA firms, that at the end dates the DSC gets expired. So we need to be knowing from within in advance in the next 30 days which are the DSCs that are going to expire. And many times the client takes the DSC from us and then he does not return back to us, and then the question lies the DSC is with which I mean, like, it is with which client or with us. So you can track that, you can mark the DSC as given to the client, and you can have a detailed log of what are the DSCs that you have given, taken. So all those things you can track over here. Also you can save the different passwords for the DSC, and you can also link to the particular file, so that whenever you are creating a task, you will get all the details of the DSC over there. Then the next tool that we have is the expenses management. So basically, if you want to know that what are the different expenses that has been posted on client, and then the expenses posted on office, which staff has to get the disbursement, what is the nature wise expense report in the travel, food, stay, entertainment, like on what client the expenses is submitted, and how much it is approved, it is rejected and pending for approval, and then it is partially rejected. So so this is all about the expenses management. I'm just taking the topics quickly because of constraint in time. Otherwise I could have explained it little detail. So this dashboard is all about expenses. And then the next dashboard that we have here is we'll just show you the inward register. Like for example, you want to know what are my inwards within the office. Okay, like, so I could tell you that today one invert was come, yesterday 0 invert was come, and then invert but task does not exist. Invert and task exist. 100 inverts are there where the task exists. So when initially when we are creating the task, we mark that some documents are to be returnable. So once we return those documents, it is showing me that there is one document which is to be returned to the client. So within this page, I can use this tool to return a particular. So in the initially I've marked that audit files, I have to return it back. So once I return it back, I can click on yes and can return the document back to the client. Then we also have here an outward register, wherein you can many times what happens is like we have filed the ITR, but we need to get it signed from the client. So we send it to the client and we forget to track those things. So what we can do is we can also mark the documents as returnable or not returnable. So basically it will help us to track these are the documents which we have given to the clients, but they are yet to come back to our office. So this outward register is simply to track the documents going outside from your office, either through the physical handover mode or through the courier post mode or any other mode. So these were, and then I just go to this home screen to know that how the user would come to know which are jobs assigned to him. So he'll get all the things in his pending jobs, 11 hour out of priority, and there are many tools into it. So I'll just go back to my PPT so that I can finish up the topics in time. So we were just here. So in this just I just showed you that what are our focus areas. So there are 5 focus areas, and somewhere or the other I showed you different modules into the software. So then the next point comes is what makes the MyTask acceptable to the users. Number one point is we are focused a lot on less input and more reporting, so that it is easy to use in hefty work burden circumstances. And then we are offering the highest automation amongst all other products. So we have the auto task creation, auto assignment, auto billing, and auto follow-up of outstanding dues. Then we are focused on the detailed single screen focus. Like I've shown you 2-3 dashboards wherein all the required information is just compiled at one place. You don't have to go to any other place to search those reports. In MyTask, we have 125 plus broad reports and hundreds of minor reports to cover a wide angle of reporting from different perspective. And then we work on the customer feedback based approach, development approach, to incorporate new features or improvement to existing features, so that the end users who are actually using the software, every day we keep on adding value to our existing clients. And important is that
Last 5 minutes.
yeah, so we have designed this as per Indian circumstances. So then the why people are choosing this MyTask over others, because this is one solid reason is that we have highest number of client place. Then we have our product is lowest price with highest number of features with comparison to other products. We can assure you, you just check with other products and you compare all those discounts, still you'll find MyTask cheaper. We have the highest customer satisfaction, detailed training, supports and reviews, and it is practically designed by the practicing CAs to who understand the CAs problems minutely. Then what we do for you before and after we deliver you the account. So we set up all your services which you provide to your client. We import all your client data. We create all your users, assign access rights to them based on their role. We set up your auto task patches so that the automatically the task is created. Then we train the admins how they should control the office using the software. Then we train your staff as how they should work on the software. And then there are many trainings that we conduct besides these 6 points to know that the MyTask is really adding value to your office. And then we take the data security very prominently. So we have the secure to and fro connections, we have secured servers, and we ensure that we have the secured backups, that even in happening of some catastrophic events, we are able to shift back to some other service so that we do not lose your data. So then we are also launching our mobile app very soon, so that you have all your office into your phone. Then this MyTask, if you just talk about our recognitions and milestones, we are recognized as startup by DAAB more than 5,500 unique users we have, and software is present in 85 cities across India. We have been interviewed by Trade for Business magazine, and we have been awarded as user recommended and rising star a couple of times by Software Suggest, which is a very reputed software comparison platform. Then we work on, as I said, that we work on the new developments and improvements based on the client feedback. So that is our approach of the development. So in case anyone wants the demo, he can go to the website and click on the request demo. Especially for the viewers of this webinar, we have offered one-time 1,000 rupees discount plus 1 month of extra subscription. If anyone wants to buy that, he can use that above link and post your details over there. We'll contact you back, and we can, this and in that demo we'll be sitting one-to-one to understand your problems and how we can MyTask add value to you. So with this thing, I'll just close my PPT over here. So Viragji, I hope I'm in time, and it's over to you.
Yes, sir, you covered wonderfully well in the rapid fire round kind of thing. Just there is one question from the Pritesh ji. Where does the data reside in case of MyTask? It is in local server or where it is?
No, we use the AWS services, and we do not keep any of the data in the local services, and it's all stored in even if we cannot our technical team cannot access your data unless we have your account ID and password. So it is stored on the cloud servers.
Great. Yeah. And there is one question from Pratik ji, but you, I think, already answered regarding the mobile application. So it's yet to be developed by.
It is under development. Will be very soon. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much, Himanshu ji, for wonderful presentation about the MyTask, and what discount you are offering. That very helpful to whoever subscribing the offer. And thank you for the joining. And we welcome CA Arpit Kabra, our regional council member from Mumbai. I would like to request Amish ji also joined us, Amish Sangoi ji, to come on screen.
Hello, am I audible, Virag?
Yes, perfect. Yes, Amish ji, yeah. So we have Amish ji also with us. Would like to request Amish ji to introduce our regional council member Arpit ji. You are mute, I think, Amish ji. Please unmute yourself, Amish ji.
Now, Virag?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. First, I thanks Virag Shah to giving me this platform and to introduce the young and dynamic member of our regional council, CA Arpit Kabra ji. CA Arpit Kabra ji has passed his CA final exam in 2009, and he is also one of the founder member of Forensic Audit. Second thing, he had given many this webinars on the technology part, and he is an expert in this. So without much wasting of time, we can hear to sir. Thank you.
Yes. So would like to request Arpit ji, he is a technology lover as well. So would like to request for a keynote address for the our today's session and the importance of technology in the profession. So over to Arpit ji.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Virag. And indeed, out of the box thinking is what this is called. We've got an entire week celebration of technology, and it's indeed very important and a very, very crucial part of being a chartered accountant now, that we are talking and discussing about technology. Thanks to this pandemic, this importance has become multifold. So thank you, Virag, for inviting me also on this. And as you rightly mentioned, I really love, and when especially it's a technology forum, it's an indeed pleasure to be around. So thank you once again. Thank you, Amish, for introducing me. Amish is a very dear friend of mine, and now he's also on Study Circle platform. So I think, Amish, we could, you do more of these sessions also. And technology, if something can be brought about to all the members, just like Virag is doing, I think it will be a great help.
You are on our list. So you are on my list. Thank you.
Sure. Himanshu, congratulations. I really loved your product. found MyTask, and indeed very well explained. I really believe if at all as a chartered accountant, if you build a product, we put not only our head into it but our heart also into it, and no one else, we need not need anyone else to explain that product so well. And the way you have done it has been really commendable. So congratulations, and look forward to see more of your applications and more of your sessions in bringing this technology to more and more chartered accountants. All the best. Coming to today's Vaibhav is a dear friend and a brother. Actually, he's my younger brother, and I believe Virag, in the startup session that we did, something very common between startup and technology is, so this may not be a startup, but what important is find out that pain points. Those pain points needs to be sorted out and needs to be covered up. And this is where we are bridging. This technology can bridge this gap beautifully. For example, GST compliances, a small pen drive, a small robo does that entire job effectively. All the compliances are taken care of because it's essentially filling up a form, right? It's just repeating steps, collecting data somewhere and putting it somewhere, and free our time to do something much more important and much more worthy of being a chartered accountant than being a glorified clerk. So I think Vaibhav also brings in that two very good elements that he's brought in, and I'm sure this would be something that everyone should look up to. And I think Vaibhav, we are also working. You're also working on this valuation kind of a product.
Yes.
I think I'm looking forward to this product also on valuation that you will develop. I think for all us chartered accountants who think valuation is a very big field, this product or this tool can become such a wonderful tool and ease out most of our problems that we are facing. And of course, I'm sure the products that you're talking about now, I think they're anyways being utilized and they're super duper. It helps work easier. So all the chartered accountants, all around 170 200 people today here, please keep one thing in mind. Use technology, leverage on these technology, and technology is coming cheap nowadays. Even iPhone has started operating here in India now, so I am sure even iPhone will start coming cheaper. What is important is, as rightly mentioned by Anil Bhandari sir, always mentioned, for an airline, biggest competition is this video conferencing tool. So if a tool like this, electronic or a technology, can give competition to an airline, which is a heavy asset-based industries, believe me, for us, laptops are the only investment that we need to do. If we complement it with small little technologies, our time is freed up and we can do much more and better in terms of utilizing our skills and knowledge. So be it forensics, be it investigation, be it ASM, special monitoring. So something on a technical level is what we should start thinking on, and go beyond compliances. And I think these technology and these platforms can really help us a lot in all of this. So again, thank you all of you. Look forward to have more and more these technocrats coming on our platform. Virag, once again, congratulations for building up this entire series. I think it's must, and all chartered accountants, especially young CAs, believe me, next up we definitely need coding and we definitely need technology. So the sooner you catch up, it's going to be better for us. So look forward to hearing more of you, and all the best, Virag, all the best, Vaibhav, and thanks, Amish, once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think now we can directly request Vaibhav ji to start our today's second session on the 15 CA product and the multiple product, basically, not only one product, fixed asset tagging and other things. So over to you, Vaibhav ji.
Great. Thank you so much. Before I start my presentation, I would like to thank Virag for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Amish bhai, for introducing Arpit. Arpit, you've been kind enough to introduce me. At such a short notice, you accepted my request, and the way you said it's amazing. It really means a lot. I hope the product that you develop, will be useful for all the people who are viewing this seminar, and for others if they would. So is my screen visible? Just let me check.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
So you have to just click on the show my screen on the dashboard.
I just clicked.
Let me try again. it's control with you only. So you have to just do the show my screen kind of. 1 second, let me give you again.
Okay.
Just accept that and show. Click on show my
Show
screen.
my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it done now?
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Sorry for the glitch, but I don't know.
So first you go into sharing the top and then show screen. Select on show screen.
I did what you told, Virag. I don't know.
What I'm telling is you just go on sharing the first tab
Yeah.
and click on show screen.
I'm sorry, everyone. 1 second. It's not working. Mac, there's some issue with the. Do you mind, Virag, resending it to me?
Yeah, you just dismiss him as an organizer
I will
and
send
then
again.
make him
I will
as a
send
president.
again.
I accepted it, Virag. It's not showing.
I think its control is with you only. Show screen.
I would suggest Webber would just log out and log in again quickly.
Sure.
I think that serves the purpose. I think technology is something that we should all now start praying to. Earlier when you used to go for an important meeting, we used to always pray and then go. But nowadays, it has to be the software that has to be, happy with us to ensure that we get a seamless experience. Something not in any of us hands.
So meanwhile, anybody has any question, they can put on the question tab.
I also would, share with all the audience here that please visit the ICAI members in practice, the committee for members in practice. They have a page and it's a well-defined page. The website is absolutely new. They have a good page on which a lot of initiatives that the ICAI has taken has been hosted. So all of you should go. Virag, if you can share the link of that page to all of these people, it will be great if you can visit that and just know, for example, quick heal तो हम सबको पता है कि antivirus है, but there are so many other products also that people are launching in. So apart from what at this platform is being offered, or WRC offers, or ICI, these tie-ups are there. Probably just out of curiosity, we should all go and explore what are these products, what are these technologies, by virtue of which you will be able to actually do a research and find out the correct product for you. Just like when you have so many other options for an income tax filing software, we would try 1 2 3, have demos. So take out some time, maybe it will improve your own technology quotient and your own. आपको खुद को समझ में आएगा कि क्या क्या सॉफ्टवेयर क्या क्या एस्पेक्ट दे रहे हैं, कौन किस में बेटर है. Probably आप एक जज कर पाएंगे कि which software is better for you. So these are the platforms that are available. So जैसे अभी हिमांशु आते हैं MyTask, आप उसका देखिए, फिर आदर्श का एक प्रोडक्ट है उनका देखिए, फिर और हमारे इतने सारे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं. we should be, it's an open market. We should be very smart as a smart buyer. हम लोग को we should start looking at each and every product and see what better is being offered, और जो आपके ऑफिस के कल्चर को कौन सा प्रोडक्ट सूट करता है, then invest in it. Rather than go on hearsay, you should think about what all models can you use.
Mira, can you reshare it? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Arpit, you can please continue. Sorry for the glitch.
No, absolutely. I was just like a filler.
I think much required.
And as per your suggestion, we already posted in the chat box also that link of CMI.
Okay, we can now see the screen. The MacBook is up.
First, I think before I start the presentation, thank you, Arpit, once again for being a filler. And sorry, everyone. I'll just quickly start with the presentation. Yeah. So let me introduce myself. I'm a chartered accountant, 10 years of working. There are two products that we have developed internally, and we would like to showcase to those products first. Before we give a briefing about those products, it would be great if I give show some kind of presentation to you all, and there it goes. So the first solution that we have made is related. So what has happened is dividend earlier was taxable in the hands of companies, and the company used to pay dividend distribution tax. Sorry, I would request everyone else to please mute. Virag, if you can mute everyone else. Virag? Yeah, sure. Thank you. So there's a solution, beautiful solution that we have developed. It's called as 15 CACB. Typically, after dividend tax being changed from the company to individual hands, every company needs to make a 15 CA certificate for any dividend remittance that's gonna go to a non-resident Indian. So for that, multiple 15 CA requirement arise, and we thought, why not automate the requirement? Because any company would may have, say, 1,000 shareholder, 2,000, 10,000, any number of shareholders. Recently we did a mandate for one of our clients who had 3,200 shareholders abroad. So what is unique about this solution is all you need to do is prepare an Excel document, fill all the data in that Excel document, upload it on the utility that we have created, and just click download, and you'll be able to download any number, whatever number Excel can accept. I think more than 10 lakhs. The solution will be able to deliver those XML files to you all. So what is unique about, so before I go and jump on and give a demo of the solution, I would just like to brief a little bit more about it. What we did is we bought a very fast turnaround solution. It also acts as a documentation tool. We have used robotics. Our internal team has used RPA to help you download 15 CA form after being filed. So the solution that we have is both for chartered accountants as well, chartered accountants in practice for their clients, as well as for companies themselves. We have hosted. I think this question had come earlier in the previous session on where is the hosting and how you ensure the security. So we have before that comes on me as well. We have ensured 100% security, and it is on AWS, Amazon Workspace. So nothing is on our personal servers or anywhere else. So everything is being secured, because for any company, shareholders' data would be one of the most crucial information that they wouldn't want to leak it to any outsider consultant or their CA or anyone for that matter. Any kind of knowledge support that would be required is also available at our backend. All you need to know more, you can also log on to 15cacb.com. That's a unique domain that we purchased long back. So as I already mentioned, there are recent changes in the budget. Then you have any kind of help that the client may require in terms of determination of TDS rate, how to fill the 15 CB form in the Excel, and we are able to do that. Just to give a simple example, typically, agar ek 15 CA you need 5 minutes, and you can make roughly say 10 15 CA form in an hour. You still need 100 man hours to do that work, even for 1,015 CA XML documents. What our solution is done, we'll be able to do it in hours. And when I say hours, less than probably 2-3 hours, we'll be able to complete it. And I'll just show that solution. So the problem that we have tried to solve is the time constraint, because once the company declare the dividends, they have limited time till the time they have to pay the pay out the dividends. In between this, you need to give all these documents to your banker for remittance. And if to avoid any chance of error that could happen when there is a lot of manual interference or a possible delay in remittance, which may have some penal implications, we have tried to resolve those things. So now I'll quickly jump. So this is a brief workflow of how typically a 15 CACB solution works. All you need to do is, any chartered accountant may want to just raise a request. Just raise a request on our platform. You will get a user ID password directly on your email. So we, being chartered accountant ourselves, we wouldn't come to know about your password or your user ID because there were a couple of questions that were raised earlier on us, that whether we will be able to view the documents or data that other chartered accountants post. So strictly it's a no. We kept confidentiality and data security at our highest importance. You get three options. Either you want to do a 15 CA Part A, 15 CA Part C, or a 15 CB. All these Excel documents will be sending it to you over an email. And then all you need to do is prepare all the documents. Your company secretary team would be having it. You need to prepare it and put it in the Excel data format that I'll just show it to you. Upload it on the solution that we have developed. And either there could be two options. As mentioned, either there are errors in the file. If there are errors in the file, or all the I would say all the errors that that the XML utility that we currently use in our daily working can identify are implicated in inscribed in this solution as well. So if there is for example, if you have to write the right PAN number in the utility, or you have to mention the correct date, even those errors will be identified by our system. So nothing can be generated from our solution which wouldn't be acceptable by the income tax department. So typically how it works is, you first prepare the Excel document, then you have a 15 CACB XML bulk XML that would be created from a solution. You create a signature file out of it, you upload it on the income tax portal. Once it's accepted, then if you share through robotics, so income tax utility doesn't allow anyone to download 15 CA form in bulk. It allows you to upload it in bulk. It doesn't allow you to download it in bulk. Through our solution, we'll be able to run on the backend, and one by one, there is no manual interference. One by one, system will be able to download all the. Virag, if you can just mute.
किधर है?
Virag.
इसमें?
Sorry. I'll just call him up and say. One second.
बिल भी दिया तेरे वापस? बिल देखा उसने?
Virag or any other admin, if you can just ask him to mute. Amish, I think आपका okay. So we'll just quickly run you through the system now. It's an online web-based solution that we have developed. This is how the app looks like. Solution looks like. So you log in, you get your own credentials. You log in into the system. Once you log in into the system, I'll just show that Excel file first. Okay, so there you have two options. Either you want to upload a 15 CB or you want to upload a 15 CA. 15 CA is again categorized into two parts: 15 CA Part A and 15 CA Part C. Depending on what kind of option you're looking at, then you can what kind of option you're looking at, then you can again look at the files.
जुलाई में आवे तो क्या नहीं क्या?
I think. Okay, so now we just make you run through the main file, how the Excel looks like.
गरम गरम मसाले वाले.
अरे who is it?
नहीं ये तो गरम में मसाले वाले.
Okay, so sorry for that. So this is how the Excel would typically look like. Okay, you need to select what kind of form is it. Is it a 15 CB form? Is it a 15 CAA form or a 15 CA Part C form? You need to fill in details, company, PAN, name of the beneficiary, kisko payment ja raha hai, unka address. So all those fields that are compulsory as a part in your utility are also compulsory in this solution. Okay, and then the details of the chartered accountant and everyone. The system also, to note, the system can only accept a CSV file. So we create a CSV file, we save this file as a CSV file. We have already done that so as to save your time. So we have saved the same file as a 15 CB demo file .csv. We'll try to upload that file now. $15 CB. We go on tech. 115 CB. You upload a CSV file and you submit it. As soon as you submit it, the system starts checking any kind of all kind of validation testing, and it showed that download your 15 CB files now. As I just showed it to you, there were I think approximately the 10 files that Excel we just populated in Excel. We were able to download all those 10 files, in probably in less than a minute. All the information that is required, all the information that's required by the utility. All the information that's required in the Excel file. I'll also sorry for that. All the information that's required in the Excel file is already enabled in the system, so one can you can see these 10 XML file. All you need to do now, the next step becomes is you download, you share this, the 15 CB document that is already being created. You can just upload it through the digital DSC management utility. Put the digital signature of the chartered accountant who has prepared it. It may be you or it may be someone else. Create a signature file and upload these two documents. One, the signature file, and second, the zip folder that we have created. Just upload these things on the income tax portal. Once you upload it, you will get an information that X number of 15 CB has already been processed. So we can, and then it's done. More to that, if you want us to download and help you with the 15 CB, 1 second. So you can have a look at this solution then. I'll just message Virat.
Continue.
Okay, thanks. Okay, then we can also do a similar testing for 15 CA Part A kind of solution. Before that, I would like to show how typically the files look like. You see 15 CA, because currently with dividend being taxable, 15 CA is something that is of utmost importance, and all the clients who are declaring dividend, listed companies and declaring dividends, are coming for this solution. So this could be something, a good value add in your portfolio services. That's what we understand. A typical 15 CA form is comparatively small as compared to a 15 CB. So 15 CB is required wherever the remittance is more than 5 lakh rupees. And in case it's less than 5 lakh rupees, but TDS implications are there, then a 15 CA form would be required. So this is the form that we have created. All the information that would be, as I already mentioned, that the remittance could be in any country, say Finland, Fiji, Sri Lanka, any kind of information that you would want us to prepare and do it. You can just put all the information, convert this file into a CSV file, and try to upload it on the solution. Again, reiterating the point of data security, once you log on the system and you would want to do it yourself, more than happy to give that solution access to you, and you can do it yourself. You don't need any assistance. The solution has been made so perfectly by our tech team, so you don't need anything more around it. So the system will check any kinds of, so you can download all the 15 CA. You can just have a look at it, all the 15 CA. I think whatever number of files. So there were 7 files that I just showed it to you. You are able to see all the 7 files. If anyone wants to do any kind of testing, we are happy to show that testing. For example, I open a 15 CA utility. We'll open the file that we just downloaded. Documents downloads. The name of the file is webhub 15CA. The 15CA part 5. Any file randomly could be open, and you can test that file. So any file, any information, all the information gets captured beautifully from the Excel documents that we have created. Any kind of verification would also be a part of it. For example, obviously these are random things, uncle and all we have written, and it's done. That's how the solution is that simple. Both it's a 15 CA and CB can be done in no time. All the company declaring dividends, it's a useful product for them. Moving on to another part of the same solution that we have, it's called as 15cacb.com. Once you visit that, so obviously there will be a couple of pop-ups. Once you so this was the solution only related to bulk 15 CACB. There could also be an option wherein you want us to help you only with single 15 CACB. All that the client may need to do is just go on the platform. I'll use a demo client login. If this is the right login, okay. You could possibly fill this information, upload a file, and just submit it. As soon as you submit, it comes on our portal. We help you with the party name, tracking number, acknowledgement number. Upload the 15 CB file from here, and it's done. Once you upload it, we'll be able to help you with everything. And in no time, you'll be able to, within less than an hour, you'll be able to see your 15 CB. Once this is done, this data or this information remains intact for next 8 years. So any kind of income tax scrutiny department would want you to analyze all payments made abroad, you can easily do it through this solution. Moving on to the next solution that we have. So the solution, obviously, I tried to brief it as simple as possible because this, the solution is also quite, informatory in itself. It's a simple thing wherever you want us to help, wherever you want systems help in automating the generation of XML, the system will be able to assist you. The second solution that we have is called as the FAST solution. It's a fixed asset solution through technology in which we are able to help the client with tagging and verification of fixed assets. If my screen is visible, one can see the kind of QR codes that are typically generated from our system. So these are also equally modified. You can easily modify these solutions. You can whatever customization that you would need in terms of writing the information, you're able to do from this solution. A fixed asset solution, I think I'll first take you through the demo. This is how a fixed asset solution dashboard would look like. Once you upload the information, any kind of how many assets were verified, what are the number of assets that are tagged, what are the assets audited or unaudited. So this dashboard, once you click on it, you'll be able to see Bombay map ke kitne assets hai, how many of those were assets were verified, how many of them were only tagged and unverified, how many of them were you're able to complete the audit. Category wise, you'll be able to see from this solution that we have. So fixed asset solution, we understood that there were a couple of problems. There were incorrect tagging of fixed asset, there were ghost assets, there were reconciliation of file to floor and floor to file. Those were missing. So there were a couple of assets that were there in your books of accounts, but not in the field, and vice versa. So, there were a lot of untracked assets that were there at a couple of clients of ours also. Earlier, what used to happen is whenever anyone used to go for fixed assets audit per se on 31st of March or any closing date, They used to take a piece of paper, all the information on paper, and they used to tag, just used to tick whether all those things are correct or not, what is being mentioned. We tried to digitalize it, we tried to automate that option for them. And typically pehle jahan pe 2-3 din lagte the, that you would do the audit first, and then you will go home or go to your office, prepare a detailed report around it, submit it to your seniors. We have tried to automate all of those things, all of those things together. So what the solution that we have currently is an Android app, and plus it's a web-based solution. You're able to tag your assets. Oh, sorry. So asset tagging, verification, audit, calculation of depreciation, any kinds of analytics or digitalization is possible through the solution. Depreciation calculation that anyone would need at a periodic end, say 3 months, all those solutions are possible from our solution. All those things are possible from our solution. We help the customers with a first-time implementation of the solution. Customized QR code, as I mentioned at the start, is possible from this. So it's a very cost-efficient, quick, hassle-free implementation that we do. Asset health visibility is there, and you have obviously digitalized all your fixed assets. So how the workflow typically starts is you obtain a fixed asset register from the client. We clean that data, some kind of verification and testing is done, whether the dates are correct, whether the amounts are mentioned in the correct column or not, and then we bifurcate the assets into either taggable, verify only, and non-verifiable. For example, there could be non-verifiable asset. For example, any kind of intangible assets that are part of your fixed asset register would be categorized under non-verifiable. Second could be there could be some precious assets that the company may have, or for example, if it's theater industry, there could be lens that the company has, which is a verify only but not a taggable. So accordingly, these are tagged at the backend, whether these are taggable, verify only, or non-verifiable, and accordingly you can go and audit those through our mobile base. So currently it's an Android app, Android app, and Apple app is still under development. Okay, it allows you to first put in all the information, then capture the photos, location. QR code is generated. We put those QR codes, any kinds of reports that would require, for example, missing assets, additional assets, intra-location, those are possible. So observation currently comes in 4 parts. One could be a missing asset, additional asset, damaged asset, or a not to use asset. Final dashboard is created so that decision could be taken by the management accordingly. Already. So the current solution offers a QR code tagging. It also has a GPS locator. RFID is optional part. So this is the optional part of it. Not everyone would need a GPS locator on all the assets, but especially in case of transport industry, GPS locator is one of the necessity that was there, and that's how we have that thing. You get real-time analytics. It's a cloud-based solution, fully compliant with law, and tagging and audit is possible. As I mentioned, iOS is under development, and automated visual inspection is also there. So now we'll just run through this solution once. So this is the senior. You name the company. This is the senior. He has so there are 3 categories. One is a senior, second is a junior, and third is an auditor, as mentioned out here. So the senior has the right to appoint a junior and an auditor. Any number of persons can be added. You get a user list, and suppose somebody leaves the organization, then you can remove the status or just untick. Status can be changed in no time. Any kinds of reports that you would want, the one that I recently just showed it to you could be there. You typically upload the assets from here. You upload the entire fixed assets. You already done that for fasting per se. You can download the CSV file of all the information that you have fed in. May you want at a later date. For example, if we say you want and on this board, the view data board, you'll be able to see all the assets divided on the basis of category. Once you click on the category, you get subcategory artist, and then you get number of assets, total information. So and this is the QR code that is generated. All the information about any asset is being mentioned out here. There are two things that we've implemented in the system. One is the yellow tag, which can only and only be added by the junior person who actually goes on the field and tags the fixed asset. The red tags, these can only be added by an auditor. For example, an auditor goes and he sees that the asset is in the broken condition. So for him, for all the documentation gets taken care in these cells. You may somebody want to add more cells around it, those are possible. Whether it's an asset, it's verified or it's not verified, the junior person needs to mention either through the app or through the web solution. It's available. Sorry. The image preview comes here. An auditor may want to add his image, because if it's an broken asset, as I mentioned, then they may want to argue at a future date. So as a part of documentation, these parts are being taken care of. Depreciation calculation is automated in the system itself. Any kind of asset that you may want to search, you can search any kind of QR code. So all the QR code list can come out from here. The printer, it's a typical TSC printer that is available. It's available with us. We take the printout and give it to the client. There were a couple of questions raised, whether if there's a machinery which generates heat, what kind of QR code can sustain. Obviously, a QR code on paper or any kind of paper wouldn't be the viable solution. Then you have those metallic QR codes that we've generated. Even those can be doable. This is how the simple solution is. May you want to know more around it, so we'll be more than happy to answer any queries. I think I was given 45 minutes, but I tried to wrap it up as soon as possible. I think I ran a bit fast, so as to compensate for the 10 minutes I wasted for you all. Any question that anyone has, possibly we can take it up now. Or if you want me to show the fixed asset or something, we can do that. I'll just check with Virag.
There are a few questions in the question tab, if you can check. There are 2-3 questions.
Sure. Okay, more than happy to answer.
See the question tab, or should I help?
About 15G, 15H bulk filing. Amol Parikh sir has raised this query. So currently the solution that we have developed, it's only pertaining to 15CA part A, 15CA part C, and 15CB, but nothing stops us from making a solution for 15G and 15H as well, if there's a requirement, because we see the backend of the solution is already developed. It's already intact, in place, all the validation checks, everything is there. So we can definitely tweak the solution according to the needs. It could be a customized solution that you may want for your company. More than happy to help you with that. Then I would take, you have some product for stock audits, multi-locations. So currently, sir, inventory solution we do not have, Vijay Ganesh sir. We only have a solution related to fixed assets. Because what we got, some kind of brief that we did with a couple of clients, they all wanted something related to fixed asset, because stock, if a company has a lot of stocks, they they wanted an internal system and not an outside consultant or somebody to help. I may be wrong, but I'm happy to explore that point as well. Okay. I think for a discount in MyTask. Okay, so MyTask things were there. Okay. Is any fixed asset in process of being upgraded? How the modification? So what happens is the solution where I showed, you can add a fixed asset, upload the asset. You can again re-upload those assets, and they will be taken care of. So what happens is, between this, if I explain it in a very simple way, between the fixed asset register and the system, there is one common link that happens. So those common links could be the asset code, which typically SAP generates, or any other code that we only will have to do it internally. वो सारे के अलावा, if you have a new asset that comes up, it will add a new asset to it. Prasad sir, I think I was able to answer it. is there a client confirmation at the asset location in case of? No, in case, so if you have a tracker, you have added a RFID location tracker thing, we'll be able to tell that it is away from the system. It has moved away from your location, but it can definitely not tell whether it's lost or not. But when it real time tell you that your asset, for example, is half a kilometer to kilometers, your machinery, it's half a kilometer away from your location, then definitely that's a red signal or red flag that we've raised. Whether you are taking it someone else, we can just notify those things. वो damage हुआ, those sensors aren't there in the solution. Please, can you provide one fixed asset updated with photo? So currently we do not have a photo of it, Manisha ji, but more than happy to give you a demo whenever you want around it. Prasad sir has a question. For example, a plant is modernized or upgraded. Any major part from So the question, a very nice question that Prasad sir has. A plant is modernized or upgraded. Any major part, such as a boiler or a major part, is upgraded. How to do the solution unless we actually visit the plant site in such a lockdown situation where external auditor is not able to visit the plant? Then there are various difficulties faced by the auditor. Absolutely, sir. Currently, because the first one-time tagging that is required doesn't really happen, and unless that happens, the next process of auditing that thing cannot start. So that's basically the first step, and only I think once the situation is, then you can go and physically tag those assets. Any capital work in progress when it is in the development stage, how to do the confirmation of the same with the help of technology. So once it is in the development stage, only when it things move from WIP to fixed assets, then we're able to tag and take it forward from there. So any other question on 15 CA as a bulk utility generation, because we did yesterday. For one of the, yesterday being a Sunday, they wanted us to generate, and because today they declared dividends, 3,200 XML files were generated in I think odd 3 hours, and today we have already started running the system through which they will be able to download all the 15 CA form one by one. So any client of yours who's a dividend paying company listed on the stock exchange and has a lot of foreign shareholders, this any client of yours, or if you are the company yourself, I know a couple of clients of mine who are there, then this solution will be able to drastically reduce your time, compliance time. If anyone has any more questions around anything, more than happy to answer it, because I tried to wrap it up a bit fast. Virag,
there is no question. I think we can conclude today's session here, and we can request all the attendees to. You can just give a brief about the offer or discount you are offering to the live attendees. I think that you provide.
Yes. Virag, thank you again. I think sorry, because it's my first seminar that I'm doing, so I'm a bit conscious. So there's a fixed price that we are currently offering, 20 rupees per XML that is being generated, because Virag bhai was kind enough to give us the platform to showcase our solution to a lot of companies out there. All the chartered accountants are there. We are happy to offer a 25% discount. Same is the case for the fixed asset solutions that we have developed. So we will be happy to explore from what the current prices are. We'll give a 25% discount to all the attendees out there. Whatever Virag bhai, are there more than 100 attendees out there, we'll be able to help them with that. I thank you once again. Thank you.
One question from the Akasha. Where is the data saved of 15 CACB?
AWS. So there is no data is not saved. Okay. Data is just processed on the AWS server, because we have kept our solution out there. So even if you want to take the solution, the data again, you can't do it, because the data is very, very confidential for each and every shareholder. So nothing is saved at our end, at AWS end, nowhere. आपने एक बार upload किया, you get it. आपने नहीं किया, you will have to regenerate everything. And don't worry, regenerate करना था, I wouldn't be charging again. तो गलती से हुआ था ऐसा. So thank you, Virag. Thank you, Connect Easy, as Virag heads, who is the CEO of Connect Easy. Thank you so much for giving us this platform.
Yeah, so it's our initiative, and tomorrow also there is a wonderful support service, basically we can say, for the chartered accountant, for the website and practice management as well, and the digital confirmation from the Firmway side, like MSME confirmation or the quarterly balance confirmation or any other confirmation. So tomorrow also do join us at the same time, 4 o'clock, 4 to 6 we will try to wind up. Tomorrow we have a CA Aniket Talati, Central Council member from Ahmedabad, is joining with us, and the renowned chartered accountant as well from the very renowned from Chaturvedi and Shah is also joining us. So do join us. Obviously, they will tell about the importance of technology and the future of future role of technology in the profession. So with this, we can conclude this session. So thank you so much, Vaibhavji and Himanshu ji, for joining and showing about your services and the product and the offering discount to all our participants.
Thank you, Virag ji. Thanks a lot to you to give us a platform to showcase our products. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and we'll be logging off right away here. Thank you all the attendees.